What's poppin', man? It's yours truly, Lil Nico.
Yo, this your boy Debo Lottie Maserati.
Hey, yo, what's up with it? This your boy Young Bleed, chillin' with my man P Flicks on OneWest Radio. You hear me? Yes, sir.
You're now tuned into the one and only Damian Sanders on OneWestRadio.com.
OneWestmagazine, OneWest Radio. It's your boy P Flicks, Damian Sanders, holding it down for the West Coast from the tip to the top. From Seattle to San Diego, you already know what time it is. Shouts out to the big homie, OG Suicide, for laying down that OneWest Radio and Magazine Foundation. Now tonight, I have a very, very, very special guest in the house, man. I've been a big fan for a long time. Y'all know him. A lot of y'all know him at least. It's Eddie Winslow from the hit show Family Matters. I got Darius Mccrary in the house, man. How you doing, OG?
Oh, man, I'm blessed and favored. Blessed and highly favored by the best.
Man,
How about yourself, man?
Man, and you do know that, man. First of all, thanks for taking the time, man, to holler at OneWest Radio.
Man, thank you for having me, man. It's a pleasure to be in the room, man. You know, that was a hell of an intro, man. And, you're super fly with it, man. Lots of energy, right on time. You know, have you ever considered getting in the radio?
Man, you know, I'm doing it right here on OneWest Radio. Now, man, I want to get right into it, man. This joint, this video, Seasons. Man, tell us about that joint right there, man. What inspired it, man, and how you came up with that concept.
Man, you know what? It's really deep, man. You know, as human beings, we always seem and tend to celebrate when things are good. You know, we always want to thank God when things are good, and, you know, we want to cry to Him when things are bad. But we have to understand that sometimes bad times bring us to the good times. You know, when something dies, something grows. And, you know, and a part of maturity is understanding that, you know, it's all cyclical. It comes in cycles, man. You know, it's here today, it's gone tomorrow, and it's back again the next day. You know, so if you can remember that tough times never last, but tough people do, then you can come into your season. You know, and right now we're in a very difficult season, I believe, of human existence, man. We're in a place where there needs to be more love. We're in a very self-aware space with a very self-aware generations, i.e. selfies, i.e. me, iPhone, iPad, I, me, my. There's no we. And if there's no we, then we can't go anywhere. We can't go any further. So we have to remove the ego, which is the I, and we have to jump into the we. The only I that we should be into is the third eye, man. And so, you know, a great mentor of mine, Mr. Jackson Limousines in Los Angeles, California, which is ironic because Jackson Limousines has been around forever.
Oh, yeah.
His limousine service is based in the hood, man, where a lot of the people who've been around for years can't even afford a limo. Or it was a big deal to have a limousine or a town car or SUV in this neighborhood if you could afford one, because it's right in the hood. But what Mr. Jackson does, and what he's done for the past 35 years, and I've been blessed to be a part of this movement for the past 25 years, is every Thanksgiving week, he serves people meals. And they're not hot meals. They're actually boxes with turkeys, with sweet potatoes. I mean, he doesn't give away turkeys. We give away whole meals that will last you probably for 2 or 3 days. And the lines are around the block, and thousands of people are fed. And so, man, when we did this video, what I originally wanted to do is I originally wanted to just go into the hood and just give away money. I said, Mr. Jackson, can we just give away money this year? You know, because there's been studies that have been done that said if you want to help somebody, homeless or somebody in need, give them the money. And people say, no, don't give them the money because, you know, they're going to buy drugs with it or whatever. But what they buy with it is their business. But we're all in need. We all need something. Some of us need a hug. Some of us just need a hello. And we should be in the spirit of giving. And so when the song was originally written, my godfather, Rick James, had passed away.
Rest in peace, Rick James.
I was hurting. And my grandfather then passed away right after Papa Rick, and I was hurting. And so I began this horrible custody battle that I'm still in the midst of for my now 8-year-old son, who will be 9 years old. And next week it'll be a year since I've had a chance to see him. And I knew that the storm was brewing, but what was placed in my spirit was seasons come and go, like rain and snow. Winter takes all, and winter might take it all, but it's coming back again in another season. So I wrote this song, and we got with Jackson Limousine. My brother, Darius Mccrary, who is 1/3 of the group, is #Geo, and we decided to document this day this year, and we're going to document it every year. We've never documented it before. In 35 years, Mr. Jackson's never never documented. He's never asked for anything from anybody. He put it together. He's always scrambling to put this event together. So we decided to document it, and I went back to the very place where the song was given to me from the Spirit, and that's where I wrote it, on the beach right there for my son, for Papa Rick. My Uncle T, who was one of my great teachers on the guitar, he's in the video as well. And my dear friend Charlie Sheen as well. And that's where I was inspired. And we filmed the video and documented the giveaway, and there you have it. And whenever you listen to the song, just remember, tough times don't last, tough people do. And so we started an organization called Father's Care. And, a lot of people don't understand, but,
I understand.
Where there might be war, or where there might be somebody coming to take over someone's village or something, they say, get the women and the children in safety. And the men come together and they form a defense. And the men stand together to defend the women and the children. And the men are our fathers. And we're in a place now where fathers are being attacked. And as fathers, we have to learn to care for our village, because it takes a village to raise a child. And if we continue to allow our village to be attacked, then, the women and the children will be left to be easy pickings. So I feel like, instances like Tamir Rice and Mike Brown and Trayvon Martin and just so many more. You look at all of these interviews and everything, you always see the mothers speaking with lawyers. You never see the father standing up and saying anything in this community. And so we started this organization called Father's Care. It's fatherscare.org. And it's a non-gender-based or non-gender bias organization. My co-founder is a black woman, Andriana Williams, who's a brilliant writer, a published author. Vonza Washington sits on the board. Linda Jones sits on the board. Richard Yearwood sits on the board. And what we're doing is we're trying to bring awareness to the community through the voice of the father, saying that we need to get together, because if we can figure out how to make our village work, then we can figure out how to make it work in the city, and from the town to the city, from the city to the state, from the state, the nation will follow, and we'll be able to band together and stand together, and we won't stand for foolishness and watching officers and come into our cities and take our young. And that's what's happening right now. And it's an agenda, and one of the first places the agenda starts is family court. It's one of the first places it starts is family court, because if I can turn you against your own home, then I can divide and conquer. So as fathers, we need to understand that the mothers are the foundation and we are the structure. And together we create an infrastructure, and even if you're not together with your significant other or the mother of your child, there should be some type of space you can come to agree, to disagree, to agree again, to do the right thing by your child. And so all the proceeds from seasons go to Father's Care, because even that's seasonal. Fathers, if you're going through something, or mothers, if you're going through something, that's seasonal. But you have to bear and weather the storm to get to the sunshine.
Man, you ain't never lied. You definitely have to bear and weather the storm. Like, no matter how mad you might get at the mother of your child, man, dads, you have to keep a cool head. I can definitely I am 16 years in the game with my daughter, and I understand, and you just have to let the anger go. So I understand that, and I appreciate that work that you're doing with that. Now, I got one question to ask you. Now, when I heard your music, man, I gotta be honest. Like, the first impression that I got was Bob Marley.
Thank you, man. I will take that. Wow.
Have you ever heard that? Have you ever heard that comparison before?
You know what? People say that it has a reggae vibe to it, but they don't know where they never put their finger on it. But Bob Marley is one of my great influences, man. Bob Marley, the late great Bobby Womack, man, who I've been blessed to spend time with, man, as a mentor. That man taught me so much about songwriting and chord structure. Rick James, man, my father is Howard McCrary of the McCrarys, and the McCrarys,
a Grammy-nominated artist.
Man, my Grammy-nominated artist he is, yes, man. And this man has worked with everybody from Quincy Jones to Maria Mulder, man. The late, great Maurice White. These are sessions I grew up, sitting in. Chaka Khan is my aunt, so I've had the pleasure of sitting in the vocal booth while Chaka would sing, and feeling that vibration, So, being around Stevie Wonder coming up and just learning all this, man. Music is my first love. Acting has been a wonderful, wonderful friend to me. It's paid a lot of bills, but music is what makes my heart beat, you know, and it's like my voice, you know.
So another question.
You say Bob Marley, man, you got a hell of an ear.
So another question on that. Would you be open to doing a reggae remix to that song?
Man, you know what? I'm gonna get on it. I'm on it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it now. Just because you said it. Watch.
See, and that's what's up. You know, I had to separate myself from Darius the actor and Darius the musician. You know, I had never heard your music before, and I saw that, and I was like, man, this is really good right here, man. I was really digging the video, man, and that song is off the chain.
Man, thank you so much, my brother. You know, the album is coming. It's called Game Over, #GO. And, you know, man, it's deep, man, because, you know, in the world of entertainment, back when, you know, you actually had this thing, dance, to even be able to be considered a talent. You know, it wasn't like, oh, wow, he can sing too. No, you had to. I mean, who was Fred Astaire? Who was Gene Kelly? Ginger Rogers, Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin. I mean, the list goes on and on. Tony Bennett. You know, this is what they did, man. We used to tap dance. I had to spend at least 3 days a week in tap when I was coming up. You know, a musician wasn't a musician if you didn't play an instrument. You know, you couldn't even step into the studio back in the day, man. I mean, I remember being in the room with these cats, man. I'm talking, I can name some names, man. I mean, Abraham Laboriel, Andrew Boucher, man, the Dean Parks, to Bill Maxwell. I mean, the baddest of the bad, man. I grew up around these cats, man. I mean, I watched them, you know, and these cats, they had a language and a rhythm where they spoke to where it was telepathic, you know, and that's why, you know, you wonder why you hear people say, oh, that's my song. Because there was so much soul put into these records back then, man, that it couldn't help but move you.
Now, dig that.
I think we've gotten away from that musically.
Now, once again, this is OneWestmagazine, OneWest Radio, man. We live and in full effect, man, with my man, Darius Mccrary in the house. And I got another question for you, man, all day long now. You're also involved with a project involving Gerald Levert, I understand.
Yeah, man, I had the pleasure of being a part of the Mickey Howard story, man. Mickey, I love her so much, man. She's an incredible woman, you know, on so many levels, you know. I mean, to be able to survive this industry as she has, and to be able to reinvent her music is unheralded, in my opinion. But we actually got nominated for a Grammy a few years ago. I had the pleasure of producing a record, and Gerald Levert and her, they had a really hot and heavy romance, and I was lucky to play Gerald Levert, and I co-starred with Tiona Paris, who was in Chirac, a phenomenal actress. She did a wonderful job, and Christine Swanson directed it and wrote it. And it's a great project, and it was an honor to play Gerald.
Maybe it's the beard, man.
So many of our...
I think it's the beard.
Oh, yeah, it's the beard, man.
You sporting that beard now, man.
Yeah, man. Gerald, that was my boy, man. That was my guy.
Now for the fans that want to find you online, how do they go about doing that?
Oh, man, look for me at www.dariusmccrary.com. You can hit me up on Twitter at Darius Mccrary, Instagram at Darius Mccrary, and check out fatherscare.org. We're going to be doing some major things throughout the country. You know, and the McCrary Foundation is the umbrella over Father's Care. And we also going to be working together with the Bobby Womack Foundation as well. So it's just a lot of great things in the future. So please stay tuned and listen to the music, please.
Oh, man, loving the music, man. And I'm going to hold you to that reggae remix.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. You just put something out there in the universe. It's coming.
and there it is there, man. That's my man, Darius Mccrary, man, doing it real big. Y'all make sure y'all go out and support him. We support him here at One West Radio, 10,000%. This your man, Damian Sanders, One West Magazine, One West Radio. And you do know that.
OneWestRadio.com.
Keep it locked right here, the
station that represents the West Coast.